Today we are going to see social unit 2 from trade to territory. Book back answers. Take page number 23. Choose the correct answer. First one, the ruler of Bengal in 1757 was Siraj-ud-Dawla. The answer B, Siraj-ud-Dawla. Second one, the Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757. Answer option A, 1757. Third one, which among the following treaty was signed after Battle of Buxar? Answer A, Treaty of Allahabad. Fourth one, the Treaty of Pondicherry brought the Second Carnatic War to an end. Answer second. Fifth one, when did Hyder Ali crown on the throne of Mysore? Answer B, 1761. Sixth one, Treaty of Mangalore was signed between the answer option C, the British and Tipu Sultan. Seventh one, who was the British Governor General during Third Anglo-Mysore War? Option C, Lord Cornwallis. Eighth one, who signed the Treaty of Basin with the British? Bajirao II. Ninth one, who was the last Peshwa of Maratha Empire? Answer B, Bajirao II. 10th one, who was the first Indian state to join the subsidiary alliance? Answer B, Hyderabad. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. First one, the Treaty of Alinagar was signed in 1757 February 9. Number 2, the commander-in-chief of Siraj-ud-Dawla was Mir Jafar. Third one, the main cause for the Second Carnatic War was the issue of succession. Fourth one, Das adopted the policy of doctrine of lapse to extend the British Empire in India. Lord Dalhousie. Fifth one, Tipu Sultan was finally defeated at the hands of Arthur Wellesley. Answer Arthur Wellesley. Sixth one, after the death of Tipu Sultan, Mysore was handed over to Krishna Raja Udayar. Seventh one, in 1800, Lord Wellesley established a college at Fort William in Calcutta. Next, third Roman letter, match the following. First one, Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. The first Carnatic War. Second one, Treaty of Salboy. The first Maratha War. Third one, Treaty of Paris. The third Carnatic War. Fourth one, Treaty of Srirangapattinam. The third Anglo-Mysore War. Fifth one, Treaty of Madras. The first Anglo-Mysore War. Fourth Roman letter, state true or false. First one, after the death of Alverdi Khan, Siraj-ud-Dawla ascended the throne of Bengal. The answer is true. Second one, Hector Munro led the British force in the Battle of Plassey. The answer is false. Third one, the outbreak of the Austrian War of Succession in Europe was led to Second Carnatic War in India. The answer is false. Fourth one, Sir Elijah Impey was the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court at Fort William in Bengal. The answer is true. Fifth one, the police system was created by Lord Cornwallis. The answer is true. Fifth Roman letter. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Option C, Battle of Vandivos, 1760. Roman letter 6. Answer the following in one or two sentences. First one, write a short note on Black Hole tragedy. Take page number 11. The Black Hole tragedy, 1756. There was a small dungeon room in the Fort William in Calcutta where troops of the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajud-Dowlah, held 146 British prisoners of war for one night. Next day morning, when the door was opened, 123 of the prisoners found dead because of the suffocation. Up to this, the first question answer. Second question, what were the benefits derived by the English after the Battle of Plassey? Page number 13. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the company was granted undisputed right to have free trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. It received the places of 24 paraganas in Bengal. Up to the second question answer. Third question, mention the causes for the Battle of Boxer. Page number 13. In this paragraph, third line, Mir Qasim soon revolted as he was angry with the British for misusing the Destake's free duty passes. Up to this, third question. Fourth question, what were the causes for the first Mysore war? Page number 15. Causes, Hyder Ali growing power and his friendly relations with the French became a matter of concern for the English East India Company. The Marathas, the Nizam and the English entered into a triple alliance against Hyder Ali. Up to this fourth question. Fifth question. Bring out the results of the third Maratha war, page number 19. Results and 4 points. The Marathas confederacy was dissolved and Peshwaship was abolished. Next point, most of the territory of Peshwa Baji Rao II was annexed and became part of the Bombay Presidency. Next third point, the defeat of the Bonsale and Holkar also resulted in the acquisition of the Maratha kingdoms of Nagpur and Indore by the British. Fourth point, the Bajirao II, the last Peshwa of Maratha, was given an annual pension of 8 lakhs rupees. Up to this fifth question answer. Sixth question, name the states signed into subsidiary alliances. Page number 22. In the second line, Hyderabad 1798. It was followed by Tanjore 1799, Awadh 1801, Peshwa 1802, Bonsale 1803, Gwalior 1804, Indore 1817, Jaipur, Udaipur and Jodhpur 1818. Up to this sixth question answer. Roman letter 7. Answer the following in detail. First one, write an essay on Second Carnatic War, page number 14. Second Carnatic War 1749 to 54. இதை வந்து பாயிண்ட் பை பாயிண்ட் எழுதிக்கோங்க. The main causes of this war was the issue of succession in Carnatic and Hyderabad. Anwaruddin Khan and Chanda Sahib were the two claimants to the throne of Carnatic, whereas Nasir Jung and Muzaffar Jung were claimants to the throne of Hyderabad. Up to this first point. Next point, the French supported Chanda Sahib and Muzaffar Jah while the British supported the other claimants with the objective of keeping their interest and influence in the entire Deccan region. அது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சுட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் பேட்டில் ஆஃப் ஆம்பூர் அப்படின்னு ஹெட்டிங் போட்டு 1749 இது ஃபைனலி Dupleix, Chanda Sahib and Muzaffar Jung formed a grand alliance and defeated and killed Anwaruddin Khan, the Nawab of Karnataka. on 3rd August 1749 in the Battle of Ambur. இது வரைக்கும் first point எழுதிக்கோங்க. The second point, Muhammad Ali, the son of Anwaruddin, fled to Trichinopoli. Up to this second point. Next, third point, Chanda Sahib became the Nawab of Carnatic and rewarded the French with the grant of 80 villages around Pondicherry. இது வரைக்கும் third point. Next, fourth point, in the Deccan too, the French defeated and killed Nasir Jang and made Muzaffar Jang as the Nizam. Very good point. Next point, the new Nizam gave ample reward to the French. Next, he appointed Dupleix as the governor of all the territories in south of the river Krishna. Muzaffar Jang was assigned by his own people. இது வரைக்கும் எழுதிட்டு அடுத்த next pointல Zalabad Jang, brother of Nasir Jang, was raised to the throne by Bisi. Next point, Zalabad Jang granted the northern Sarkars, excluding the Guntur district, to the French. இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் எழுதிட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட், Dupleix power was as its zenith by that time. இதோட இந்த பேராகிராஃப் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஹெட்டிங்ல பேட்டில் ஆஃப் ஆர்காட் 1751 போட்டு, in the meantime Dupleix sent forces to besiege the fort of Trichy. இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் முடிச்சிட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட்ல Chanda Sahib also joined with the French in their efforts to besiege Trichy. Robert Clive proposal was accepted by British Governor Saunders, and with the only 200 English and 300 Indian soldiers, Clive was entrusted the task of capturing Arcot. His attack proved successful. இது வரைக்கும் எழுதிருங்க. அடுத்து நெக்ஸ்ட் பேராகிராஃப் ஃபுல்லா எழுதணும். Robert Clive defeated the French at Arni and Kaveri Pack with the assistance of Major General Stringer Lawrence. Chanda Sahib was killed in Trichy. Muhammad Ali was made the Nawab of Arcot under the British protection. The French government recalled Dupleix to Paris. Next one, Treaty of Pondicherry. அதில் 1755 போட்டு ஹெட்டிங் போட்டு அடுத்த பேராகிராஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம். Dupleix was succeeded by Godefroy, who agreed the Treaty of Pondicherry. According to it, both the powers agreed not to interfere in the internal affairs of native states. They were to retain their old position. New forts should not be built by either power. The treaty made the British stronger. Next paragraph. The Second Carnatic War also proved inconclusive. The English proved their superiority on land by appointing Muhammad Ali as the Nawab of Carnatic. The French were still very powerful in Hyderabad. However, the predominant position of the French in the Deccan Peninsula was definitely undetermined in this war. Up to this first detail. Second question, give an account of the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Page number 16. Fourth Anglo-Mysore War 1799. அதில் Tipu Sultan did not forget the humiliating treaty of Srirangapattinam imposed upon him by Cornwallis in 1790. The causes. First, Tipu sought an alliance with the foreign powers against the English and sent ambassadors to the Arabia, Turkey, Afghanistan and the French. Next, Tipu was in correspondence with Napoleon, who invaded Egypt at that time. Next point, the French officers came to Srirangapattinam, where they found a Jacobin club and planted the tree of liberty. Next, causes. First point, Wellesley declared a war against Tipu in 1799. The war was short and decisive. As planned, the Bombay army under General Stuart invaded Mysore from the west. Next point, the Madras army, which was led by the Governor General Brother Arthur Wellesley, forced Tipu to retreat to his capital Srirangapattinam. Next point, on the 4th May 1799, Srirangapattinam was captured. Tipu fought bravely and was killed finally. Thus ended the Fourth Mysore War, and the whole of Mysore lay prostrate before the British. Next, Mysore after the war. The English occupied Kannara, Wayanad, Coimbatore, Darapuram and Srirangapattinam. Next, Krishnaraja Udayar of the former Hindu royal family was brought to the throne. Tipu family was sent to the fort at Vellore. Up to this second detail. Third detail. Describe the policy adopted by the Lord Dalhousie to expand the British Empire in India. Take page number 22. Doctrine of lapse. Lord Dalhousie was one of the chief architects of the British Empire in India. He was an imperialist. He adopted a new policy known as Doctrine of Lapse to extend British Empire. Next point, he made use of this precedent and declared in 1848 that if the native ruler adopted children without the prior permission of the company, only the personal properties of the ruler would go to the adopted sons and the kingdom would be go to the British paramount power. This principle was called the doctrine of lapse. Next point, it was bitterly opposed by the Indians and it was one of the root causes for the Great Revolt of 1857. Up to this third detail. Fourth detail, how did Lord Wellesley expand the British power in India? Page number 21. The subsidiary alliance heading put Lord Wellesley introduced the system of subsidiary alliance to bring the princely states under the control of the British. First point, next point, it was the most effective instrument for the expansion of the British territory political influence in India. At the point, the princely state was called the protected state and the British came to be referred as paramount power. Next point, it was the duty of the British to safeguard the state from external aggression and to help its ruler in maintaining internal peace. இது வரைக்கும் எழுதிட்டு அடுத்து main features of subsidiary alliances. An Indian ruler entering into this alliance with the British had to dissolve his own armed force and accept British forces. Next one, a British resident would stay in his capital. Next one, toward the maintenance charge of the army, he should make the annual payment or cede some territory permanently to the company. Next point, all the non-English European officials should be turned out of his state. Next point, the native ruler should deal with the foreign states only through the English company. The last point, the British would undertake to defend the state from internal trouble as well as external attacks. Up to this fourth detail. Next one, eighth Roman letter, HOTS. First, explain the causes for the success of the English in India. Answer. The succession in the Carnatic War by the British made them powerful. At the end of the Third Carnatic War, the French dominance came to an end. Second point, the British introduced the subsidiary alliance to bring the princely states under their control by Lord Wellesley. Third point, the doctrine of lapse adopted by Lord Dalhousie to extend the empire. Through this policy, the kingdom where its rulers have adopted sons would go to the paramount power of the British. Thus, it caused the success of the English in India.